Greetings, dear readers. Today we bring you a tragic and haunting tale that shook an entire community to its core. A night meant for joy and celebration turned into a scene of heartbreak and despair, leaving behind unanswered questions and shattered dreams. This is the story of Shaker, a young groom who never made it to his wedding ceremony. His life cruelly stolen by jealousy, betrayal, and unrelenting vengeance. Sit back as we delve deep into the details of this chilling true story. In a quiet rural town where traditions ran deep and honor was everything, the air was filled with excitement and festivity. Shaker, a young man known for his kindness and warm heart, was set to marry the love of his life. The wedding preparations were in full swing. Families gathered, music played, and anticipation filled the air. Guests arrived in their finest attire, ready to witness the union of two souls. However, as the hours passed, an unsettling realization set in. Shaker was nowhere to be found. The groom had gone to the barber to ensure he looked his best for the grand occasion. It was a simple trip, an errand every groom undertakes before the biggest night of their life. But this time, something was different. Shaker was delayed, and as time ticked away, concern grew among his family and friends. Calls went unanswered, and whispers of worry spread through the celebration. The joyous atmosphere began to crumble as the search for the missing groom intensified. Hours later, on a lonely stretch of road, a gruesome discovery turned the wedding into a nightmare. A passerby stumbled upon what they first assumed was a drunken man lying on the roadside. But as they drew closer, horror took over. Shaker's lifeless body lay still, his wedding attire now drenched in blood. A knife remained lodged in his back, a silent witness to the brutality that had unfolded. The joyous laughter from the wedding hall was replaced with wails of grief as news of the tragedy spread like wildfire. Authorities swiftly arrived, determined to uncover the truth behind the shocking murder. Investigators retraced Shaker's last steps, questioning everyone who had seen him that evening. The barber, an innocent bystander in the unfolding mystery, recounted how Shaker had been excited, talking about his wedding as he got his hair cut. But there was one more person who had seen him after that, his close friend Anas. As the investigation deepened, a web of dark secrets unraveled. Shaker had once been deeply in love with a woman named Malik. Their love had been passionate but forbidden, meeting resistance from both families. Fate had torn them apart, leading Shaker to his new bride. But Malik had never moved on. When she learned of his wedding, her heart burned with rage and sorrow. She couldn't bear to see the man she had loved walk away forever. And so she reached out, pleading for one final meeting. But Malik wasn't alone in her pain. Anas, Shaker's so-called friend, harbored his own grudges. Whether it was envy, an unspoken love for Malik, or simply misguided loyalty, he was drawn into the fateful scheme. Together, Malik and Anas set their trap, orchestrating a deadly confrontation. On the night of his wedding, just hours before he was meant to stand before his bride, Shaker received a message, an urgent plea from Malik. Torn between duty and past emotions, he agreed to meet her one last time. He was driven to an isolated location where his former lover stood waiting. Emotions flared, accusations flew, and what started as a desperate conversation quickly spiraled into a heated argument. Blinded by rage and heartbreak, Anas struck the fatal blow. The knife plunged into Shaker's body, his cries lost to the empty night. Blood seeped into the ground as he gasped for breath, his life slipping away in the very moment that should have been his happiest. Realizing the gravity of their actions, the murderers fled, leaving behind the body of a man who had once trusted them. But justice was not far behind. Investigators uncovered bloodstains on a car linked to Anas, and the evidence mounted against the guilty parties. Malak and Anas were arrested, their crime laid bare for the world to see. The town, once vibrant with wedding celebrations, now mourned the loss of a son, a friend, a groom who never made it to the altar. Shaker's tragic end serves as a chilling reminder of how love, when tainted by jealousy and obsession, can lead to unspeakable horrors. His story will forever be told as a lesson in the dangers of unresolved emotions and misplaced trust. The night that should have been a beginning turned into an ending no one saw coming. And so, dear readers, we leave you with this somber tale. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more gripping true crime narratives. Until next time, stay safe and always be mindful of the company you keep.